Hello my lovelies, it is time for round 46 of Have I Read It? So stay tuned. Hi, hello, welcome. Have I Read It is one of my multiple ways that I pick my TBR, or you help pick my TBR for the month. So I go through and I react to a haul that was over 3 years ago, and I tell you if I've read the book, if I haven't read the book, or if I've unhauled the book. And out of the books that I have not read, you get to vote on which book or books you want me to read in the upcoming months. Now, normally I would grab the book off my shelf and show it to you, have it here in a stack, but as you can see, my books are currently packed up because we're in the middle of a move. So I'm just going to do the best I can without having my books to easily access. And what normally would be my stack of books that I haven't read, the way it works is if I've read 10 or less, if I have 10 or less unread books, I only have to pick the number one voted book. 11 to 20, the top 2, and so on and so on. I don't think I've had to do more than like 4, which that was a really bad one. I don't think I had to do more than 4 for one video, though I have had to do like 9 or more for a month from these. So anyway, today I'm going to be reacting to this random book haul that I posted on April 13th of 2019. It doesn't look like it's going to be too terribly bad. Like, I would guess maybe 20-ish books just from looking. So let me get my earbuds connected and we'll get started. Okay, I've got my video pulled up. I've got my earbuds connected. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a random book haul for you, so stay tuned. So in the process of going through boxes in my garage and stuff, preparing for this move, I came across a box of books that I hadn't hauled yet and that haven't been on my shelves. So I thought I would take this opportunity to film this quick little haul video and show these books to you. So the first book I have here is Garfield's Big Fat Hairy Joke Book, written by Jim Kraft and Mark Acey. Unhauled. Yep. Next. Also I have Eat This, Not That for kids. I have read that. Next. And the last kid kind of book I have is Let's Meet Great Americans, written by Beverly Inwall, illustrated by Carol Isberg. I have unhauled that one. Next. Okay, the next book I have here is The Other Daughter by Lisa Gardner. I feel like I might have unhauled that. Let me check. No, maybe not. So let me put that on the list here. So this one says, What You Don't Know Can Kill You. 20 years ago, Melanie Stokes was abandoned in a Boston hospital, then adopted by a wealthy couple. Gifted with a loving family, Melanie has always considered herself lucky, until tonight. Tonight, a has-been reporter turns up investigating her past. Tonight, the first note arrives saying, You get what you deserve. And tonight, Melanie has her first horrifying vision of the past. And that's all I'm going to read of that. Also, it says Melanie. Okay, so if you want me to read this, vote The Other Daughter. All right, next. Okay, so this next book I actually did start reading like years and years ago, and I guess I ended up putting it down. I'll just go ahead and tell you that is The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett, and I have read it. Next. Okay, next up is a sexy time book, and that is Tempted by Megan Hart. I have not read Tempted. I don't think I've unhauled it, so I'm going to add that one to my list next. Okay, this says, I had everything a woman could want. My husband, James, the house on the lake, my life, our perfect life, and then Alex came to visit. The first time I saw my husband's best friend, I didn't like him. Didn't like how James changed when he was around. Didn't like how his penetrating eyes followed me everywhere. But that didn't stop me from wanting him, and surprisingly, James didn't seem to mind. It was meant to be fun, something the three of us shared for those hot summer weeks Alex stayed with us. Nobody was supposed to fall in or out of love. I didn't need another man, not even one who oozed sex like honey and knew all the secrets I didn't know, the secrets my husband hadn't shared. After all, we had a perfect life, and I loved my husband, but I wasn't the only one. Ooh. Okay, so if you want me to read that, vote tempted. All right, next up. Okay, next up is a book that I think is actually Marty's book, and it just ended up with mine. And that is The Next 100 Years, A Forecast of the 21st Century. We've unhauled the next 100 years. Next. Okay, this next book kind of goes along with what I'm trying to do while packing and preparing for this move and everything. Plus, it goes very much with this whole Marie Kondo, KonMari method of cleaning and stuff. This is called Organize Now by Jennifer Ford Berry. Okay, I haven't read Organize Now. I don't know if I should put that on the list or not. Oh, I'm losing my light. I think we're okay for right now. It just might get a little bit dark in here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put Organize Now on the list. Though, I'm not sure how much of it I could read, you know, if that was the book selected. This does say, get organized fast. Oh, it is also a week-by-week guide to simplify your space and your life. So, I can read part of it anyway. It says, clutter has a cost. It steals your storage space, robs your time and energy, and takes away the peace and beauty of your home. Don't pay for it another minute. Get organized now. This updated and expanded edition of the best-selling Organize Now features even more quick, effective organizing ideas. Easy to follow checklists show you how to organize any part of your life. Okay, that's all I'm gonna read of that. So if you want me to read that, vote Organize Now. Okay, give me just a minute. I'm gonna go see if I can find another light to put in this room because there's not like a ceiling light in here. Okay, I think that's probably enough light anyway. I've got like something right here to light up the area. Okay, let me get back to the video. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, next up is a book that I don't know if I ever finished reading it or not, but I know Marty and I both were reading it at one point years ago, and it was really, really good, and it teaches you a lot of really good things, and I'd like to like go forth and do this again. And it's called The Love Dare. I have read The Love Dare. Next. Okay, the next book here, which is looking pretty worse for wear, and I have no idea where the jacket is. This is called Brimstone by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. I have unhauled Brimstone. Next. Okay. Y'all are gonna laugh at the next three books I have. Because I didn't even realize that I still had these. But I have Twilight, Eclipse, and New Moon. I've read all three of those. Next. Okay, so next up we have a book by one of my favorite authors, and that is Dean Koontz, and this is Life Expectancy. I don't know if I've ever read Life Expectancy. Wow, words. Let me check. Okay, it doesn't look like I've read that one, and I'm sure I didn't unhaul it. This says, in the moments before he is born, Jimmy Talk has a strange destiny thrust upon him. His dying grandfather prophesies 5 dark days in his grandson's life. 5 days in which Jimmy will face terror and violence, malice and perversion. A storm rages. There's a chilling significance in the old man's words. The moment his grandfather dies, Jimmy emerges squalling into the world, destined to struggle against an evil so dark and pervasive, only the most extraordinary of human spirits can shine through. What dangers await Jimmy on these 5 dark days? What terrifying events must he survive? At each of the crisis points, a mystery unfolds that will challenge his understanding of good and evil, life and death, and everything in between. So if you want me to read that, vote life expectancy. And let me add that to the list. All right, next up. Okay, next up we have 2 Sandra Brown books that I honestly don't know where they came from. We have Hello Darkness and Smokescreen. Okay, I can't remember. Hold on, let me look. Okay, I believe that I unhauled Smokescreen, but I think that I still have Hello Darkness. So let me tell you about Hello Darkness. It says, for Paris Gibson, her popular late night radio show is both an escape and her real contact with the outside world, and her one real contact. Since moving to Austin to ease the pain of past tragic mistakes, she has led a life of virtual solitude, coming alive only when she hosts her show. To her loyal listeners, she's a wise and trusted friend who not only takes their music requests, but listens to their problems and occasionally dispenses advice. Paris's world of isolation is brutally threatened, however, when one listener, a man who identifies himself only as Valentino, tells her that her on-air advice to the girl he loves has caused her to leave him, and now he intends to exact his revenge. First, he plans to kill the girl whom he has abducted, which he says he will do in 72 hours. Then he will come after Paris. So if you want me to read that, vote Hello Darkness. And my battery is flashing, so let me change that out and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. And those were actually the last books in that haul. So, oh my gosh, I only had, what, 5, I think? 1, 2, yeah, I only had 5. Thank goodness. So I'm gonna only have to pick the #1 voted book from this. So I'll go back and read you those titles and authors again, so you can vote. We have The Other Daughter by Lisa Gardner, Tempted by Megan Hart, Organized Now by Jennifer Ford Berry, Life Expectancy by Dean Koontz, and Hello Darkness by Sandra Brown. So comment down below which book that you would like me to choose for the upcoming month. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.